Hi guys, I'm back and I promise that I'm gonna talk about my experience with the MRI. And it's Friday today, and as I mentioned in my previous video, it was in Friday. And the experience was quite mixed because I was referred to a special doctor, a particular doctor by my specialist, and he was very very special, especially that he had a quite big injury because his ligaments in his leg was torn just 2 days before my examination, and he didn't cancel it. He said he knew it was important for me, so he still made it, even with the legs completely like hurt, and I could tell that he could hardly walk. So anyway, the examination was a little bit difficult. It's hard to talk about it because it was more emotional difficult than physically. He was using a needle, which it was 10 centimeters long, obviously, as to enter the articulation, because I was requested to make an MRI with the contrast liquid, which will give a better result, which will show better, like more accurate result. And so he was very, very sweet, the doctor, and very careful. And I'm really thankful for him because he just did an amazing job. So he was talking to me through the whole time. We agreed that he's gonna talk to me because he knew that I was completely very tense, like fully tense. I was very scared because I knew it's gonna be a needle. I had this done before in a different city quite a few years back, and I didn't have bad memories at all. So I had this done within like more or less 20 minutes, and it was a little bit. It was not so painful though, but on an emotional level, to know that you have a 10 centimeters long needle that goes into your articulation and goes through to two muscles, which he explained in details. He wanted to make sure that I know what's happening and what I feel and when should I feel a little bit more uncomfortable feeling or pain. Not really pain. That's why I didn't want to use this word, because I wouldn't call it pain. It's like more like a little uncomfortable feeling. So it went for like 20 minutes, and of course he had to get to the articulation, and then he had to put this contrast material, this contrast liquid, which contained lidocaine, to make sure that it doesn't hurt so much, because when he puts liquid in your articulation, then you feel that it's tense. So it's like it's slow, because you cannot just put all the liquid in the articulation. So you have to wait a little bit. And he was working off the liquid. He was doing a really amazing job. And as I said already, I'm very grateful that he did it, because in the timing I needed to have the examination in time and have the results. And then I thought the hard part is done, so now I'm good. I'm just gonna have to go to the MRI, and oh yeah, I forgot to say that he was the way he was checking that he goes to the right place. So within the articulation is basically was by ultrasound. So he was using an ultrasound machine. In his different city where I used to live before, they used radio. So it was a little bit different story. And so when it was done, I thought, yoo-hoo, now I'm good. I can go to the MRI. because I have memories when it was done a few years back, and I didn't have bad memories at all. I had the feeling it was like Half Moon Machine or something like that. It was much smaller than the one that they use today as an MRI machine, and I didn't have the feeling that I'm going into the crypt. Well, today I kind of lived. I don't know what happened because I don't have claustrophobia. Sometimes I go to solarium, and well, I used to now I don't. But and I never had a problem with this. And at today, they were asking me. They were very sweet. I had to put my leg like this a little bit. They put like a strap on it so that I don't move it, and they said it's gonna be like 30-40 minutes. And I was like, what? 30-40 minutes? Jesus Christ. I was a little bit, oh my God, I thought it's going to be like 10 minutes or something like this. And then I laid down, and they were so sweet as well there. They asked me what kind of music do I want to listen, because they had the head speakers, and I was asking for some relaxing ones, because I was like, okay, I'm going to do, if it's 40 minutes, I'm going to do some meditation. So why not? I'm going to use the time. And uh, and then they put lots of things on me, and something to warm me up as well. And then the party started. And then I went into the MRI, and I started to have this claustrophobic feeling that I'm having my own funeral now. So it was just, my heart started to beat like no tomorrow. It was crazy. And I felt super anxious, very, very anxious. I don't know if it's because my legs were strapped together. They were not strapped down. They were strapped together so that they don't move, like they stay in this particular position where they're supposed to stay. But it was a little bit too much today for me. I don't know why. I never had this feeling in MRI before, and I had at least 6. So it was the first time, but it was a different MRI in a different country, different city. This MRI was the full body one. It was far bigger than, like, I could go inside completely, my full body, and still didn't cover the thing. So I think it was like, I don't know, very, very long. The other one was much smaller. So I pulled it together. They told me, okay, you're gonna get the disc with the results, with the photos and everything in 10 minutes. So if you can wait. So I waited, and then I chatted with a friend of mine, and then I started to have this funny feeling, and I went in the car, and I tried to leave message to my best friend, and I couldn't, because I just started to cry. And I cried through the whole time I got to work, even there at lunchtime when my friends were asking what's happened, how was it. I think it was a little bit too much to know that the needle was there. The needle was moving all over the place to make sure that the liquid goes everywhere at the first stage of the examination. And then the second part, going into the machine, I'm really not claustrophobic. I never had a problem to go in a small place like that. And today it was just something. It was difficult. So now I can talk about it, but I was crying a lot this morning. And it's kind of a new beginning for me. It's gonna be. It's very hard to say. It was not. I was not in. Well, I was a little bit in pain, but that was not the pain that caused me to cry. It was more or less the fact. It's positive and negative as well. Hard to talk about it. It's gonna be completely a new beginning. This whole story started when I had a difficult situation in my heart, in like 8 years ago, something like that. And it's kind of a closure of everything, a closure of it's a beginning of a new chapter, let's put it this way. So I will have a completely full life again without pain, hopefully. And even though it's a very, very positive news, it's really hard to even think about the fact that I'm gonna live without pain, and that gives me so much happiness that and such a cathartic feeling that I cannot even describe. It's super happy, incredibly happy period of my life. I don't think I have ever been so happy as I am now because of this possibility of healing. And on the other side, it's a closure of something, and this pain was a part of my life for so long, and I have to say goodbye to the pain as well. And it's nice goodbye, but it's also a big part of my life that was. So I got a little bit emotional now as well. So it's beautiful, but today is a little bit of an emotional day, and I was really looking forward to today's examinations. I don't know the result yet. It's gonna be probably Monday afternoon when the doctor, the sweet doctor who had the problem, who torn his ligaments a couple of days back before my examination, is gonna make the status about it. I'm so looking forward to it. And I had a look at my MRI, of course, from the disc, and I don't see it as a doctor. I don't have experience, but I had quite a few of my mines, and I watched so many YouTube videos and all kind of stuff about it. So as 100%, how to say, person without knowledge, it doesn't look, it could look worse. So I really keep up hopes, and I really hope to have the results very soon, and go to the doctor on the 20th of May with this result, and hopefully the operation as soon as possible, so that I can get rid of this whole long story of pain and everything. So this is how my day was, and and we're gonna have a long weekend now because it's Pentecost, and I hope everyone is gonna have a nice long weekend. And well, I come back probably on the 28th with some news, what the doctor said, or it could be a few days before if I will have something important to say about this whole story. So and then I see you soon. Ciao.